see you, baby. Stay in, dog. We got a big show for y'all, man. Got Dewayne D-Beamon hitting the set today. We might have some free picks for the UFC, so y'all tune out, man. Y'all gonna lose out. You tune out, you lose out, man. Yeah, let this rock a little bit. Let me get some peoples in the room before I start to educate. You know what I'm saying? Big G, I see you, baby. What's up with that cooking show? Let me know when you on that, baby. I ain't forget that, dog. I ain't forget that. I want to see that fish get made, baby. Whenever you cook that fish is when I want to see you work, man. Real talk, man. E-Vega ain't been playing lately, man. Damn, he dialing it up. E-Vega, wait till my man hit me up. Then you get first take right after, man. Y'all gotta work with me, man. Yo, real talk, man. I got a root canal yesterday, man. A severe root canal. My shit is hurting, but you know what? It's no excuses when it comes to the Alyork Sports Show. You either do it or don't do it, and I'm doing it, man. We got a special guest calling in about 10 minutes. Before I get started, let me give a special rest in peace shout out to Rafael Rosado, Mr. Rafael Rosado Sr., my little man Wiggles' father. Let me cross up. Let me give him 5 seconds, y'all. God bless you, Rafael Rosado. And, yo, I hope the family maintain good, strong man. It's just unfortunate that we all have to go someday, man. And that's the saddest thing about life, man. And also, to get started, shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death, Triple H Entertainment, Syndicate Radio TV, D-Beamon, and my beloveds, the Secret Weapon, the Dog Catcher, and the Specialist. Now, the Specialist is tuning in today. He's giving out some free UFC fights. So if y'all betting, y'all can get some money. You just got to stay on. Like I said, you tune out, you lose out. That's the new saying for the day, man. Credit fix. Never too late to get your credit. IG me, inbox me, or email me at al.newyork@yahoo.com. Salute to Ray Gates. I see you, baby. I see Daisy Gonzalez. I'm seeing all of y'all, man. If I can't call y'all individually, God bless everybody, man. In baseball news, Major League Baseball expects to offer a return to play proposal to the MLB Players Association within a week. They're gonna try to encourage all the players to prepare for spring training that could start in mid-June, but the season started in July. So it looks like a lot of stuff is gonna come back. What we don't know is what's gonna be the outcome of that. If that corona is just gonna continue or it's just gonna die out. That's yet to be seen. In other news, the NFL most likely will start when they're supposed to. The first game will be September 10th, according to what they hoping happens, and it'll be a Thursday night football game with the Houston Texans are traveling at Kansas City Chiefs to play a game at Arrowhead Stadium, and the Chiefs already minus 10.5. So the NFL look like it's gonna, it's gonna resume at its normal course, unlike a lot of other stuff that took a step back. So like I said, yo, today's open sessions. I advise all of y'all not to call in early. I'm waiting for my special guest to call in. After he calls in, then y'all can hit me with the calls because I'm not taking nobody's call when my man's in. I told him I would do that for him. We don't want no interruptions while he's on the line. So in other news, until he gives me a call, the wife of Baltimore Ravens safety Earl Thomas III was arrested last month in Texas after poning a toast at his head, loaded. So she was about to take Earl Thomas' head off because so-called he can't keep his penis in one pocket. So they're about to smash it. She got arrested on April 13th in Arlington, Texas. She a little bugged out. She's charged with first-degree felony of burglary, resident with an intent to commit aggravated assault. Wow, with a deadly weapon. I mean, is he going to go visit her? If he going to stay with her? Oh, I don't know, man. I just know that's his wife. And whatever happened there, it was a bad situation, especially for her, because she about to do some jail time. So, that's a bad luck, man. Whenever your girl pulls out on you with a loaded gun, because you can't keep your joint in one pocket, that's a bad situation, man. Let's go to other news. Let me see what I can bring up until I'm waiting for my phone call to come in. We're going to start with the UFC. I'm going to see how far I can get before I get this call. But we got 4 main events tomorrow and about 11 premium fights. I did say March 9th on my last show. I meant to say May 9th. So that's a correction that I'm making. One of my, viewers let me know about that. And I told him, I know everybody knew what it was, but it still was a mistake, so I have to correct it. Big fight tomorrow, Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. The line is 170 for Ferguson in the interim lightweight championship fight. We're going to have some picks for y'all. Justin Yu's going to call later in the show. I'm not going to lead y'all to what he's liking. I'll wait till he calls and he can service y'all a parlay and a straight play for tomorrow's UFC fights, whoever's gambling or whoever's sports betting. So you're going to get that off the rip. And Henry Cejudo versus Dominique Cruz. Cejudo minus 220 in a bantamweight championship. And then in another main event, Jeremy Stevens versus Calvin Kattar. Kattar's minus 245. And in the last main event, you got ex-NFL player Greg Hardy minus 180 versus Yogan De Castro at plus 155 in a heavyweight bout. So like I said, y'all, open sessions. I'm waiting on my boy to hit me up. As soon as my boy hit me up, we can start this show. D-Beamon, when you ready, I'm ready for you, bro. I don't want to keep on because then I got to start in midsection, and I definitely don't want to have to do that. But it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Y'all, call in after this special caller calls in. The floors are open. Whatever y'all want to talk about, let's put it out there, man. Let's put it out there. And I got to touch up on something on Skip Bayless. As a matter of fact, I could kind of start that right now. Skip Bayless is basically saying, and I think he's way off with this. He's basically saying that Kevin Durant is better than LBJ, and he feels in his book has done enough where he got him over LBJ. And I totally disagree. I'm a truth teller. Like I told you, I got Mike all day over King James. A lot of people thought I was favoring Mike. They was mad with me with that Mike decision. I don't care because I speak what it is. But I'm not going to give Durant or Karl Malone the lead on LBJ. I can't do that. I can't do that because LBJ, from the eye test, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I even give you some numbers, man. They both averaged 27 points. Both averaged 7 rebounds, but LBJ got him on assists, I think, for his career. LBJ's averaging like 7, Durant's averaging like 4. But I don't just determine off numbers like I told y'all. I just know that LBJ is a way bigger impact wherever he was than where Durant was. I know Durant did work in OKC, I understand that. He did work with the Dub Nation, I understand that. But I'm just not ready to put Durant over LBJ. I just can't do it. If y'all thinking different, if y'all feel y'all want to question me on that, feel free to call 917-723-8264. Let's kick it, man. Like I said, y'all buy the groceries and I'll cook them, man. I'll cook whatever you put in front of me, man. But you got to throw them at me. You know what I'm saying? And another news, let me just keep jumping the news until we get this phone call, man. Philadelphia Phillies star Bryce Harper didn't hold back in his desire to see Major League players taking part in the competition that will be played at the Olympics. So Bryce Harper's already talking this Olympic shit, which I respect that because, I'm not a Bryce Harper fan. I think he's a diva of baseball. But you got to respect the fact that he's ready to represent for the United States, bro. And he's ready to represent truthfully. Like they haven't played since 2008. But the games finally will open in Tokyo soon. And Bryce Harper's the leader, already saying he's trying to gather up some cats. Once he gathers up some cats to go to the Olympics and bring this medal up in baseball, man. Because, we do got the best talent in the United States in a lot of sports. Especially like the basketball, football, and the baseball. You know what I'm saying? In other news, Jim Harbaugh, the coach of the Michigan Wolverines, he expects college players to have the ability to enter the NFL draft whenever they want. Kind of what the NBA's doing. And I'm feeling him on this, but I think there's a reason why he's doing this, because he knows every year Nick Saban happens to produce the best squad. And if Saban keeps his players 4 years, when they're already top-notch players when they get to Alabama, he knows that it's almost impossible to beat Alabama. So now he kind of voting for these players to get out early because he knows most of them is going to be the Alabama, the Florida State Cats, all these schools that, you know, they're real nice with it. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Just want to make sure I ain't got nothing coming in. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, so the floor is open, man. Y'all want to call up 917-723-8264. Y'all want to test anything I'm saying, but back to Jim Harbaugh. He basically want all these better schools than him to have their players bounce when they want to bounce, so that could give him a better chance to maybe win a championship. Because as you've seen in Michigan, he hasn't been able to get a world title, and he should have. I mean, a coach that can coach like Harbaugh, I would have thought by now the Wolverines would have had a title. And in other football news, Tampa Bay coach Bruce Arians on Thursday said that Tom Brady was the guy who lured a former New England Patriot Rob Gronkowski to go to the Bucs. Like, we all kind of knew that. But he's basically giving Brady, you know, all the props for doing that. I mean, what do you expect it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Brady, I'm surprised Brady ain't trying to get Edelman over there. Because I think that's who's going to come next is Julian Edelman. Because once Edelman, if Edelman can somehow get out his contract or force a trade, because I don't see why Edelman should stay in New England with that rookie, you know what I mean, Stidham, Jarrett Stidham. I don't think Stidham's going to be able to get him the ball because they're going to lock ass on Edelman. He's the best receiver over there. So he's going to have basically another horrible year because last year was bad for him. Edelman needs to be somewhere where he can get the rock to with his other star receivers so he can elevate and take his game to another level like he's been doing. But being the #1 receiver, it ain't going to work for Julian Edelman. He's not the speedster he used to be. He lost a step. But if you put him with the Bucs, with Godson and Mike and man, what's the homie name? Damn, man. I fucking forgot his name. But my man, Mike. Damn, Mike Williams. Anyway, I forgot his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The other wide receiver for the Bucs. They got weapons. With O.J. Howard, Gronkowski. I think if I'm correct, the running back is Barber. So they got weapons up in Tampa Bay. I don't think Tampa Bay is going to go deep in the playoffs. I think they will make the playoffs. But I think they're going to have a tough season because they're playing with that, you know, they're playing against the Saints, Atlanta, and Carolina. And it's going to get real ugly. I'm telling y'all right now. If they don't get offensive help as far as like blocking for Brady, and if these guys don't step up, you know what I'm saying? If these guys don't step up, it's going to be real tough for the Bucs. But if they step up, they can compete, but they're in a real tough division. So, guys, the floor is open, man. The floor is open. Anybody want to call in? Call in. Do what you got to do. I'm just trying to slow down here before I run out of all my stuff because I know I got some phone calls, and I'm ready to take them on, man. Just hit me up. Do what y'all got to do. But back to Skip Bayless while I'm at it. Skip is really a LeBron hater. A lot of y'all thought I was hating on LeBron. I don't hate on LeBron. I actually think LeBron James is a better dude overall than Mike Jordan. I think he's more for the people than Mike Jordan. But when you talk about, like, you know, what has he done on the court is when I call up for the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, you know, Skip trying to put Durant and Karl Malone in front of him, you can't do that, Skip. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about Skip Bayless, I like that he speaks his mind, but a lot of times, like it could be 5 people against Skip in one room, and he the only one that think one way, and Skip Bayless was straight up would not give in. I believe in majority rules. You know, I'm a type of do that, majority rules. So if I got 3 dudes in the room with me, but it's got to be a skeptical subject, because if I'm really 100% about it, I'm going to stick to my guns. But if you know, 3 guys are telling me, yo, Al, no, that's not what it is, Al. That's not what it is. I got to come to my senses and know that majority rules. And that's one thing about Skip Bayless. He never comes to his senses. Skip Bayless is the type of dude, like I said, he'll go to his grave saying what he be saying. And that's the only thing I don't really feel Skip, you know, because, I mean, you got to be wrong sometimes. He thinks he's never wrong. And that shit is bullshit because we all wrong. I'll be wrong a lot of times. But the difference between me and Skip, I come to the storefront and I keep it 100 with y'all. I be like, yo, I fucked up, man. Or I was wrong on that. And he needs to learn how to say that, because he don't know that he's tarnishing himself. Because now a lot of times when I look at him, I kind of look at him like this dude think he's always right. And it's never good when, you know, when you got people thinking like that. Because I'm telling y'all right now, face to face, I'm not always right, bro. And I'll be the first to admit it. I just told y'all I made a mistake the other day where I said March 9th, you know what I'm saying, instead of May 9th. You know what I'm saying? I botched that up, and I ain't got nobody to blame but myself. Okay, another NBA news. Adam Silver, International Basketball Players Association Executive Director, Michelle Roberts, will host a call for all players. So basically, NBA is ready to start these workouts. So like my man Juice said, eventually the NBA is going to get going, which I'm kind of against. But of course, I'm going to watch. I'm going to put my wages in, and we're going to give out free picks on the show. But I just think, like I told y'all a while ago, the NBA does not need to force this issue for no reasons. Great season, but at least he'll give us something immediately to get back into, because the NBA will start like before baseball and before football. So that'll give a lot of us back, you know, some action back and some life back in the sports life. So at least it's good from that, you know what I'm saying, from that perspective. But to me, I don't know, man. I'm big on the integrity of the game. And when you got no fans and you forcing the issue, you know, to me, that takes away from the integrity of the game, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm going to stick by my opinion. But if it happens to work out, which I think they're going to have it in one facility, I'm not with that. But you know what? There's nothing I can do about it. All I can tell you, if I'm feeling it or not, I'm not feeling it. But would I watch it? Yes. Would I put some bets in? Yes, I will. Okay, we got our call here. My man, I guess he's ready. Hey, yo. What's up?
What's up, man? I'm here.
Oh, baby, I was wondering when you was coming, man. I was trying to say some subjects, but it's all right. We got you here. Introduce yourself, family.
What's up? What's up? Now, see, we got a delay on my jump, but what's up, everyone? My name is Dewayne Beamon.
That's the champ, D-Beamon, baby. So, Beamon, let me ask you something. Where you been at, man?
Well, I've been, that's true. I've been in the same place everybody else been at, in the house.
Okay, but what I really meant to say is, I know you're still in the gym hard, man. I know nothing stops you from working out. Yeah. One thing I admire about you is that you're a workout animal. Talk to the peoples a little bit about how you've been doing through this quarantine. Like, talk to us.
Oh, man, the quarantine been all right, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm actually fine with the quarantine because, like, ever since I started boxing, man, I never gave my body a break. Like, I always constantly worked out. So the fact that I gave my body a break during this time is great. I mean, I actually feel the difference. I feel the difference of actually resting my body. Right.
And I totally agree with you on that because we all need a break. The way I've been busting my tail off.
And me, I'm hard-headed, man. I didn't believe in breaks, man. I was like, nah, forget that. You know, I felt like, you know, because I started boxing late, I felt like every time I get in the gym, I got to work even harder because I feel like I'm already behind the 8 ball, already behind.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people expectation for me already. I see that everybody expectation for me. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So it's kind of like I still want to push the envelope.
Right. And you're doing that. And I don't know. I always see you like, you know, you like you're 28 years old, bro. The way you work out, the way your physique is, you know, I've been next to you, so I know what it looked like. I seen you work out. I mean, I only see one guy work out like that, and that's Floyd Mayweather. I'm not saying I'm comparing y'all because two different fighters, but I'm just saying the workout ethics are impeccable, dog. So, before we get to my next question, real fast, just tell the people how you develop that workout ethic. Like, how do you that ethic?
To be honest with you, I think that was me, man. Like, anything I did, I kind of push at it. Right. I admit that I must admit, though, boxing, I push at it like a little harder. Like, I was gifted in basketball, I was gifted in football, so that's why I got full rides to play those sports in college.
Right.
But boxing, I just felt like, oh shoot, I'm behind, man. I'm starting late, and and I hear all the expectations people have for me and stuff, and I was like, nah, man, I got to even go a little harder. You know what I mean? So I guess so. To answer your question, I was just driven by the willpower to achieve, man. I just really wanted to achieve.
Okay. Yeah, because I really don't think I met anybody that can outwork you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not just saying this because, you on air. I call it like I see it, man. And your work ethic is impeccable. Okay, next question, brother.
I said the same thing. Every time I step in the ring, I said, man, this person didn't put the work in I put in. That's why it's kind of heartbreaking to watch what's been happening recently when there are judges and refs that take fights from me. And, it hurts, man. Because I know that I put in the work, and I know this guy that I'm facing probably didn't put in that work. Or maybe he did, but he still didn't, outwork me.
Right. And I see where you're going with that, champ. Champ, another thing. What's next on the agenda for D-Beamon?
Oh, man, I got everything changed, man. Like, the quarantine, everything. Like, what people don't know is I basically bought out my contract, man. Like, I don't have nobody taking over my career no more.
Okay.
When I handled everything myself, undefeated, 6 titles. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when I handled everything myself. And then I got in the hands of other people. And then kind of like things start going in the wrong direction. But I'm getting
any specific. Hold on, let me cut you real quick. Any specific reasons why? Why does it pan out like that?
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna take it to a spiritual level, man. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna take it to a spiritual level.
Right.
I found myself not praying before practices, not praying after practices, not praying before fights, not praying after fights. Like, I found myself not doing the things that I was doing that got me where I was at. And the reason why is because I got sidetracked. I'm going to just say it like that. I can't point a finger at nobody else. I kind of start thinking in one way, like, I got to succeed. And I'm on thinking in the whole, and I forget what got me here. I start forgetting what got me here, and I start leaving my fate in other people's hands. But at the end of the day, God gave me this goal, and God gave me this vision, and He didn't put my fate in other people's hands. But I tend to do that, and I think God knows that, and I think that's why I haven't succeeded in areas that I should have, because I put my faith in other hands than my God.
Got you. Okay, is there anyone on the radar that you're gonna put hands on real soon that you might want to tell us about?
I don't got no particular person, man, but I can tell you right now, like, the next person I have to put hands on is gonna be vicious. Cause like I gotta hurt people, man. Like, my whole idea now has changed. Like, that with that last fight, you gotta understand. With that last fight, they basically called me a cheater. You hear what I'm saying?
Right.
They said, like, they basically disqualified me, trying to make it seem like I'm a cheater in the sport of boxing, in the sport that I love.
And you talk about that bullshit low blow shit, right?
Yeah, that was bull, man. I can't say that my mama might be watching, but you said it for me.
Yeah, it was BS. It was BS.
That whole situation was whack, man. Everybody know it. That was whack. I mean, like, I don't hit people low. I don't cheat. Even when people headbutt, it was dirty. You know what I'm saying? It was dirty to me. I never retaliated never. So that's what really, after that, I said to myself, and it was already somebody I done beat before. You get what I'm saying? That was a rematch fight.
Right.
You get what I mean?
I'm listening, brother.
So, like, that was a rematch fight. So what was you know what I mean? What, really? Like, this he couldn't beat me. So when I saw that they went to those extremes to do that, that's when I said, all right, Dewayne, we got to look out for ourselves. And then if you're supposed to have my back, like my promoters and all that stuff, y'all make sure shit like that don't happen. Let's just be real.
Right, right.
So that just put me in another level. You know what I mean?
I mean, not to defend your promoters, but in the ring, it's hard to dictate another guy's doings. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could have done homework. They could have done homework on the guy, and if he was dirty off the rip, then I understand what you're saying. But let's just say this guy just got dirty because he knew he couldn't beat you.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. At the end of the day, I done beat him before. So why would he get and I fought him before.
Right.
And plus, I seen him fight other people. So he wasn't dirty to them, and I didn't see him dirty before. Like, never saw dirtiness. And I'll be honest with you, he wasn't. He was only 30 at one time when I had him hurt and he was out. Right. I had him basically knocked out. He reached down and low blow me and meant to. Now he meant to, and the crowd cheered for him. So that lets me know that I was like, okay, it's just this on borderline of racism right here. It was pushing that, and I hate to put that race card, but it was pushing near there.
Yeah, he has some home court advantages on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You definitely have some home court advantages. Okay, Beamon, what do you expect in the next year from today to you? Where do you expect to be at, yo? What are your goals for the next year?
Well, I'm leaving. I'm about to fight 10 straight times back-to-back out the country. I got it all mapped out. I'm
10
leaving
straight
the country.
Times?
Yeah, 10 straight times.
And how long in a year?
But it's not like they're going to be like long time apart from each other. That's why I'm resting and I'm working out and working out, because at the end of the day, I got it all set up that I'm about to go, bananas out there. I'm about to lead the country because there's no laws about how often you can fight out of the USA.
Copy.
So I'm going to just be going all these different places and fighting, and I'm telling you, I'm about to break a record. People going to be looking like, dang, he fighting again? So that's my plan.
Damn, you gonna get on some straight animal shit. And just put hands on whoever's in front of you, handle your business. Damn, yo, God bless you. I hope that you go 10-0 on that. I know you could. You put yourself all into it. You work out like you do. Nothing's impossible for you to accomplish. I know that because I've seen it. Now, let me ask you another question. When do you expect to be champion of the world? I'm going to put you on the spot. I hate to do that, but I'm going to put you on the spot.
Champion of the world. I expect to be that by May of next year.
Oh, wow.
That's how I feel. Yeah. I expect it by May of next year. I expect to fight on a big card in May. And I expect it just to be I expect it to be all the work I put in. Because at the end of the day, people don't know I'm still young in the sport. Everybody thinks that I've been fighting for so long because of my record, but no, man, be real talk. I haven't been in the sport. There's people that have become world champions. They have to fight at least 8 to 10 years, and I haven't even hit 7 years yet. Sport of boxing, so I still got to remember that. And that's why I'm taking the road I'm gonna take now. I'm going back to the gritty stuff. I'm going back to the gritty area.
Yeah, so you're gonna grind.
I got to Hollywood.
Yeah, you're gonna grind.
I felt like I got to Hollywood. I see what my man said. He said fight in Mexico. Nah, we don't got to fight in Mexico. It's all over the place, man. I can fight anywhere and build my record up and fight guys.
Right.
But I'm not gonna be fighting bums. I'm gonna be fighting fighters. I'm gonna be fighting good fighters. So I'm just gonna fight everywhere, though.
Yeah, that's what's up. Put the skills out there.
I think that was my one problem with Mexico. I think I stayed there too long. I should have did a couple and then left and came back. I did too many back to back. They still it's time to say, "Oh, okay, he beating everybody. I want to see him lose." You feel what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
You gotta give these people something to miss. You know what I mean? So
then you should have went there, handled 2-3 fights, and got the fuck out of there, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you see,
too long. I overstayed my weapon, man.
Yeah, but that's one thing about life, man. You live and learn, man. We all live and learn, man. And we all imperfect, you know what I'm saying? And you got to overcome the mistakes. Because, I'm still overcoming a lot of shit. And I see that you got a lot wiser. And real quick, what is your short-term goal and your long-term goal? I know it's to be champion, but what other goals that, you know, D-Beamon got in mind, bro?
Long time goal. Pretty simple, man. Like world champion.
Okay.
That's it. Like that's it, man. Just being world champion, being the best North Carolina fighter ever. Which I'm already basically about there.
Right.
On North Carolina status, but no, man, just and to see now all the expectations, man. You know, I was ranked 4 in the world wasn't good enough for me. Like people saw that and was like, oh, he did it. Like they thought like ranked 4 in the world was like it for me, but no, I don't think so. I think I have to be number 1.
I got you, brother. And if there's a specific fighter, I'm gonna keep putting you on the spot, though. This is how I'm doing the Alyork Sports Show.
To be real with you, no, man. I'm not thinking about nobody right now. Like, I think that's what I messed up before. I was worried about trying to get a fight with this guy and trying to get seen this way, and I was trying to do that. Man, I'm going back to the basics, what I used to do, put God first, and follow my dream. I follow nobody else's dream.
Right, so whoever's in front of you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
in front of me.
Beamon, you can't tell me there's not one fighter that got mad props that you want to go get, because we talked about this before, right? Maybe like 2-3 years ago.
I can't do that, man. I admire people that can do that, but I can't do that, man. I can't target somebody, man. I can't, because I'm too focused on me, man. Maybe call me selfish. But I'm too focused on me. I can't target nobody, man. I see you out there talking about Skip and Stephen A. and stuff, man. I see you do it.
That's what I'm saying. We all got somebody we want to get at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know I want to get at Daffy Duck. I've been dying to get at Daffy Duck for a minute. But I was hoping you had something for me, because I don't know. I just believe in everybody got somebody in mind. So, but I understand your new mindset. I know before you gave me your name, but I see that you got a new mindset about how you're going about your business and how you're attacking your business.
I ain't been thinking about nobody, man. I'm not even thinking about nobody. Be honest with you, I'm not even thinking about people's opinions. I used to love listening to people's opinions and write back, but now I'm just in a whole different atmosphere, man. I done got braids in my hair now. Everything I've changed up.
Oh, you don't braided your shit up? I gotta see that. I ain't see that yet.
Nah, I ain't even show nobody, man. I got braids and all, man.
Yo, this quarantine got us doing a lot of crazy shit. I don't even want to start to tell you the crazy shit I've been doing. I'd rather just not talk about it. But what else you got for the people's, Beamon? What else you would like to, to talk about at the moment? The stage is yours, dog.
I want to say to everybody that is listening and everybody that joined in, because I did send thanks to a bunch of people. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for just even tuning in. Thanks for just even, and all the little messages I get. And I promise you, like, I do try to reply to everybody, but I appreciate everybody. Even, well, I don't have no bad messages, so I appreciate that too. But everything, man, I appreciate it and I love it, man. Thank you. And keep supporting me. And I promise y'all, if I haven't made y'all proud enough, I'm going to make y'all more proud in the future.
You always got a plan, man. And people have to admire that. You're definitely, like, you just dedicated. I love individuals that are dedicated and passionate.
Yeah, but I can always be more dedicated. I'll be honest with you, man. I got sidetracked myself. I can't sit here and be like I was the same Dewayne that I was when I started. No, man. I kind of sort think about too much of my life goals and sort thinking about this and I started having an exit plan. And I should never thought about an exit plan. So that's on me. But also, I shouldn't put myself in situations where I can get screwed over. Because I got screwed over.
Right. You know what? You just gave me my next question. You said 7 years you've been boxing, correct?
No, I ain't hit 7 years yet.
Okay, almost 7 years. My question to you is, do you still got the love when you wake up as you had when you first started? Is that love still there? Did the passion grow? Did it get less? Like for me, for instance, I've been doing this hard for 5 years, and I'm still excited when I do it. Very excited. Do you still maintain that?
No, I say the passion there, but some of the anger. I remember I used to wake up when I taught boxing. I had anger in me.
Right.
And I think that anger pushed me more. I smile too much in gyms now. I'm too approachable. So I feel like I lost that wilderness side of it. You know what I mean? I need to get back to the wilderness, man. I need to lose the money. You know what I'm saying? I need to do. You know what I mean? I need to go back to the faces, like make it from raw.
Right.
Forget the money, forget all that stuff. Get back to the raw, man. Get back to the raw. That's what I feel like I'm missing, man. Cause I feel like the politics of boxing can't get you if you ain't with it. I really feel like. I feel like you cannot get to the politics of boxing if you ain't with it. How can the politics get you if you ain't part of the politics? And that's what I figure. I find myself being part of it, man. So that's why I said my goals now is get back to the wilderness, 1-bedroom apartment type stuff, lead the country. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gritty. Get to the gritty, man. Get to the gritty.
Okay, I got another question for you. Me personally, whenever I go over a bump or something happens, either two things can happen. I either let it make me or break me.
Yeah.
Now, I know you was real tight over 2 decisions at least, maybe even 3, that you know you clearly won, and a lot of us know that you won. Yeah. Do you ever think that this is going to be a blessing in disguise for you in the future? Or you just going to be sour for the rest of your life over this?
I'll be honest with you, I felt like that the first 2 times it happened. But then that third time, that last time when I got screwed, I said, oh, hold on, man. This ain't no blessing, man. You need to change your life.
Right.
You need to change something. Like something that you're going in the wrong direction. That's when I realized, that's when I said, yo, I think you guys fell into the money pot. Whatever you did, the money is not where you need to be. So the first 2 times, yes. You know what I mean? I admit that, but nah, man, that third time just set me in a whole nother line. Like, hey, look, nah, bro, you can't keep this up. This is service. This is not what you are.
Got you. Yo, it's tough being a boxer. It's tough being a lot of things, but like I got people commenting that when you're a boxer, everybody's in your pockets. Everybody's your best friend. You know who I feel bad? I mean, I hate to bring this up because it's so many years ago. So many years ago. But I remember when Mike Tyson had everybody hugging him and kissing him when he was knocking everybody out. I mean, how can you trust motherfuckers who just kissing you? Yeah.
I'm going to take it a step further than just Tyson, man. We all felt that.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you. When, 6 titles, undefeated, traveling, just getting out, man, it was, you know how much love I was getting? Like, just like attention and love. And still that attention and love is cool, man. I get it. And you can get caught up in that stuff, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you can get caught up. You can get caught up in the women type stuff. You can get caught up in all sorts of stuff, man.
It's just so much fake love, though, fan, because those one of the fake people work at their best. You dig what I'm saying? When you on top of yours, when you driving that top of the line car, when they hear about your contract, that's when them savages jump out of everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the real people that you got by you don't roll like that. So a lot of times, these fake people climb over your real people, and that tends to blind us. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why as you get older, like myself, I got x-ray vision right now, though, because I don't been through the fake shit. And I'm pretty sure you there, too, where you know the fake from the realness. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you can just tell by people's movements. Like where you was when I was fucked up in a 1-bedroom apartment. That's the shit I be on. Where you was when I had no car and I was Ubering it. Where the fuck you was? Order something, now I'm driving, I got a contract, and you always in my face? Can't do it no more, dog. I can't do it. And I know you can't. But one thing I will say, whoever slept on you, you know I never slept on you. I know your day is coming. I don't care what nobody says.
But this is what I want to say too, man. And I'm gonna play devil advocate for your comment.
Yeah, bro.
We gotta look at ourselves too.
Indeed.
We can sit here and say, oh, man, I ain't with all the fake. I ain't with all the fake. But when something benefits to us, we benefit from it. Okay, get out of here. But when when it's kind of beneficial to us, then it's different. You get what I'm saying? Like we sit there and say, I ain't with all the fake. I ain't saying this. But then something come along that you know it's fake. You still part protect. You know what I'm saying? You probably participate in it. So we can't be hypocrites at that too, though.
No, I know what you're saying, though, but I'm going to be honest with you. I have a tough time dealing with fake shit, even if it benefited me, dog. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's where I'm from, where, you know, like, I was brought up a little differently. I try to get the fake out, but it's just, this is the problem I had growing up. Let me explain to you how I had a problem. Hold up, D-Beamon.
I got that same kind of upbringing. That's why you and me rock with each other.
Right.
But we're not going to sit there and kid ourselves and say that we saw something, like we never saw nothing fake, and we still didn't participate because we still saw some benefits for ourselves in it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, but I'm one of them dudes, Beamon. That's why a lot of dudes hate me and people, because if I see it, I question it, man. I be like, yo, what's up with you? Yo, I tell a nigga straight out, yo. You messing with me or you acting, dog? Yeah, you messing with me or you acting. Like, don't trick me. Either you down with me or you not. Don't trick me. Like, you know what I mean? When you were younger, you're gonna get tricked. Cause all the dude gotta do is tell you, yo, I keep it real. And all he gotta do is act real with you for a while until he sell himself short when shit get real for you, and then he ain't nowhere around. But what I'm saying, I straight up ask cats, yo, dog, you fucking with me or you not? Because, yeah, I'm tired of the fake shit, man. But go ahead, dog. I'm getting all emotional. I'm getting like the LeBron James fans were, like when I was putting Jordan ahead of him. So I'm emotional now. But go ahead, dog. Yeah, I'm the emotional one. I'm gonna take the criticism on being emotional. But go ahead, dog.
Dude, trust me. I totally feel you. Don't get me wrong. I totally feel you. It's just I know I got to be real with myself too and say, hey, Dewayne, sometimes, look, like, I say this to you. I'm going to say this to you. So, a very wise guy told me this. He said, 90% of the stuff that happens to you in your life is your doing. You put yourself in those situations. You're doing 90%. Now, 10% is just life.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? 10% is just life. Car accidents, the random stuff that happen in life. Right. That's just 10% of life. But 90%, you chose that path. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, Beamon, let me ask a question before I forget. One of my viewers are asking if you're gonna fight Juan Francisco Estrada again, if he's anywhere in your future. He's just asking the question.
Oh, man, I would love to, but we can't do that junk in his hometown, man. Like I can't go to his country again.
Yeah, you can't give him that home cooking.
Yeah, man, I can't go there again. No, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. Like, if you watch that fight, you can see that I came on strong. After they tried to screw me with the whole fake knockdown, punch me in the back of my head butt me, and caused a cut on my eye, all that stuff, I still was coming back on them, and I still trying to keep my mind focused on everything, but they were just too busy worrying about, kept coming to my corner every round, kept coming to my corner. Oh, we understand you went in the round, but your eye, we're going to stop the fight, And you ain't supposed to keep saying that to a boxer. I don't care. You don't supposed to say that. You don't supposed to keep coming to my corner and saying that. That's making me say, oh, shoot. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You don't, it's like you're playing with what, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're playing with the judges as a ref.
Yeah, you got to, no, it's the old saying, you got to beat the boxer and the referee.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The last 3 fights, I'm fighting the referee. No matter of fact, I can't even say that. After the Estrada fight, I fought for a WBC title.
Right.
The referee, and I'm going to say this on the air for everybody, the referee came to me after the fight, came to us after the fight and said to us, I've never seen a robbery that bad. I'm sorry. He said it. He said, I've never seen a robbery that bad, and I'm sorry. And I stood up and I looked at that referee and I said, well, you're part of it. And he said, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm part of it? I said, because you should have been taking points every time he was doing something illegal. You warned him every round. How many warnings is it going to take?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You kept warning him every round. And then the 2 rounds that I had him out on his feet, basically he was knocked out, he was grabbing and he trying to pull me down to the floor. Why didn't you take a point? Why didn't you do something to make him stop running? You get what I'm
gave
saying?
him home cooking. He was scared probably.
So,
was scared.
yeah. And I don't think it was even home cooking. He told me that was his first title fight he ever did. So it just that's what I said. It's lame. It was lame. But those judges, that was home cooking.
It sounds like that referee came out of the school of Richard Steele, man. That's what it sounds like. The Richard Steele, oh my God. Matter of fact, before I forget, you said robbery. One of the biggest robberies I ever encountered, and I'm pretty sure a lot of my old heads encountered this too, including yourself, Beamon. You're not an old head, but you know about the past a lot, where it's been Sweet Pea Whitaker beat Julio Cesar Chavez. And they gave him a draw. I seen that fight about 5-6 times. Sweepy was putting hands on him, dog.
Mexico got a fighter they really love, a guy named Max Flores. If you see on my record, I have a draw with Max Flores, and it wasn't a draw. I beat him.
Right.
I beat him clearly. I wanted to stop him. I wish I could. I didn't stop him. He was a tough, big guy. But I beat him, and they gave it a draw. Now, when you see stuff like that, understand, when I have 2 draws on my record, and I fought that person in his hometown. When you see a draw in somebody's hometown, you best believe it was home cooking. I don't care what fight you look at, a draw in someone else's hometown.
Yeah, because they got the advantage. They automatically got it.
They did not want to give him a loss. They just didn't want to give him a loss.
Beamon, who's the guy that Pac-Man fought? The white boy. I ended up losing $1,000 in that fight. Pac-Man beat him clearly on ESPN. Clearly.
Jeff Horn.
Yeah, Jeff Horn. That was about the most bigot. And you know how I knew something was funny? Timothy Bradley was calling the fight. And if you remember fight 1, they gave it to Bradley because that fight already had a second fight in the contract. So the only way they could draw people to watch fight 2 is if Bradley won fight 1. And Pacquiao beat him clean in both the fights. And he beat Horn clean in Horn's hometown.
I do think Pacquiao beat Horn. You know what I mean? So I agree with you on that.
Clean.
But the first time Bradley and Pacquiao fought, they really wasn't connecting with a lot of shots. Neither one of them was. So if they had called that a fight or draw, I wouldn't even care. If they said whoever won, I wouldn't care, because if you go back and look at that fight, a lot of the times you can't get caught into the crowd.
Right.
You can't get caught into the crowd.
One of my men said that. I'm gonna tell you what my man said. My man, he's into boxing a lot. Like a promoter or some shit. You know what he told me? He said, Al, lower the volume and watch it again. Dog, I swear to my mom, I did that shit again. I'm looking at the fight. I'm not an aficionado. I'm not going to say and act like I'm an aficionado. But I'm telling you, I seen clearly Pacquiao did more to win that fight. And they ain't even give him a draw, dog.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree that he clearly beat Bradley in the first time. The other times, yeah. But he really wasn't connecting with a lot of his shots. He won't. And the crowd, the fact that the crowd just went crazy every time he got close.
Right.
That just lets you know. And then it wasn't. This one you know it's a robbery. You gotta remember, everybody got different perspectives.
Okay.
But a robbery is when a score is just ridiculous. You get what I'm saying?
Indeed.
When it's ridiculous. That fight that I had over there in Florida, one of the judges scored it 99-90. So basically, she gave that Hispanic woman gave every round to the guy.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And let me this. I got a call from James Toney after that. And he told me straight up, he said, let me tell you something. I seen you work out. And I seen you fight. And I can tell you right now, I don't think there's no beat you every round.
I don't believe that either. That's bullshit. You know that's bullshit.
So that's what I'm saying. So that lets me know he ain't never say that you can't be beat. He said, I just don't think they can beat you every round. And I can tell you this right now. There's nobody on this planet that could beat me every round. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. So
now, I'm with you on that, but let me bring up another fight because they're shooting questions and I don't want to ignore them. This one I definitely agree with. The Richard Steele stopping the fight when Meldrick Taylor was way up on Chavez. Do you recall that fight?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That was stupid. He's
that
like this, like fight over, and Taylor's
and you know what? You know what's crazy? I asked Richard Steele. No cameras around. When I was around him, I asked him what people gave him, what kind of crap people gave him for it, and he told me. He said, "Man, they gave him so much crap about it." He said they were talking about that he's not black no more and all that stuff. And I black people gotta stop doing that.
Right.
But
yo, Beamon, I'm not no referee. I never try to be one. But he's so horrible. I mean, even I can see that, bro. I mean, I see dog Richard Steele. I mean, his decision making at crucial times are so effing horrible, dog. Like, how do you still maintain and get the opportunity to referee these big fights when your judgment is horrible? How is that even possible?
He put that work in at the end of the day. He put that work in to get that status, and that's why. But even in his explanation when he explained it to me, it was still a dumb explanation. But he did admit this, though. He said he did not know how much time was left. He said he just really didn't know at that time.
That don't work for me, dog. Like, you don't know how much time. It didn't even have to do nothing with time. Taylor got up, and Taylor was just like, he wasn't sparking up, but he was up enough to, like, it's a championship fight. Give him one more opportunity, and then if, Chavez is putting the beats on him, and then you stop it. You don't just stop a big fight like that. And after that, Taylor wasn't the same no more after that.
He succeeded with what he wanted to do, man. At the end of the day,
right.
Richard still wanted to be that referee that is known and remembered.
Right.
So he succeeded what he wanted to do. And that's the problem with boxing, man. Everybody had their personal goals in boxing, which is okay, but don't affect try not to affect another man's goal unless you're fighting that person. Now, my goal is to win my next fight. The guy I'm fighting, his goal is to win that next fight. So whoever wins, that's wins. But your referee, judges, and anybody else that's promoting or anybody, stop it. You don't understand what these boxers go through on a daily basis and fight to get in that ring and knowing that one punch can be our last punch we ever take in our life. And so don't screw us.
That's what I'm saying, dog. The preparations you guys have to go through. I can see if the guy was wailing on him and he was looking mad drunk. You don't want to leave it too long because, a possible death can take place.
Yeah.
Like when Boom Boom Mancini killed that Chinese dude. He killed them with a blow.
I found out through refs and judges that they look at your previous fight, and if you do anything different from your previous fight, they'll say that you're losing. Like, you can't adapt. And that's what I said. These people have too many personal goals and try to scientificize too much of what's going on. Just look at the fight. Who's landing the most punches? Who would you rather be in the round?
Right.
I think Max Kellerman said it best. When you're watching a fight, you should say, who would you rather be in that round? And that's who won that round. That's it. There shouldn't be no other questions. I'd rather be this guy taking that punishment. I'd rather be that guy moving, getting all shots. I'd rather be this guy. And that's what I'm saying. In my last couple fights, last 2 fights especially, you would rather be me. Because I came out unblemished.
Right.
No marks, no nothing. Both of my opponents marked all up, bloody, and I'm sitting there looking good.
Yeah.
So
I seen it, man. I seen it. And we all enjoying the knowledge you provided to us, D-Beamon.
no
At
doubt.
the end of the day, you the only one really in the ring, the real ring. You know, a lot of us fight, you know, off and on, but you really in the ring. Now, I got a boy named Chuck Thomas who's been contributing throughout the show. Salute to Chuck Thomas. He's saying that if D-Beamon's gonna have a fight in 2020.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have like 10 fights for the year with.
Jesus. So you have 10
down,
fights in a 6-month span?
Just follow me. Y'all, trust me. I told you there's no rules on how often you can fight when you outside the country. So when I go outside the country, I'm about to go enjoy the family. I'm enjoying my family. But once I leave, that's it. You know what I mean? I will be in straight chill zone, like nothing but gym and fights. I don't even think I would set up sparring days. I think my fights would be sparring days. I really do. I think it'd be train, fight, spar one time, train, fight, spar one time, train, fight. Or if my fights are too close, I won't even spar. I'm going back to Sugar Ray Robinson era. You get what I'm saying? And anybody that knows boxing, they know that. What Sugar Ray Robinson is, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level.
No, but I like what you're doing. You know why? Because you emphasized earlier, you came in the game late. So you basically playing catch up, but you're doing it the right way. Meaning like, you know, you going in there and you're earning your stripes. You understand what I'm saying?
I earn my stripes.
The problem with that though, champ, the abuse you're going to put on your body, but if anybody's going to do it, it's you, because your workout ethics are impeccable. So you have to have a workout ethic like that, because if Tyson Fury tried that shit, as sloppy as he be looking, I would not recommend that for Tyson Fury to go out like that. Because Fury looked sloppy as hell that last fight, but he dogged the bronze bomb.
Like I said, I showed people in the beginning I was a different animal, and I'm about to show them again I'm a different animal. Oh, gotcha. The answer Chuck thing, Chuck said, definitely watching ref his next fight. No, I'm definitely not gonna watch the ref. I'm gonna be real with you, Chuck. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna act like the referee not there. The referees have not been good to me the last 3 fights. Forget that, the last 5 fights. Refs have been like, even the fights I knocked out, guys, refs kept saying something to me when I was in Mexico. I'm like, dude, like, it's funny y'all don't speak a word of English, but when you don't want me to do something, you speak that in English, pure English. And then y'all keep giving these guys breathers when I got them, where I need to be.
I seen it, yo, champ. I seen it, man. They was frustrating you in the worst way. You know what I'm saying? You was basically, and I'm not making excuses for you because you my man. But sometimes in life, we all hold up, champ. Let me get this off for you. If
you look at my last 5 fights, I'm fussing at a ref. Why am I talking to a referee? And see, that's the stuff y'all don't know. Y'all don't have no microphone on us.
Right.
And y'all don't see that these refs are talking to me. One time, I like to talk when I fight. If I'm talking and this ref is stopping the fight telling me to shut up or I'm going to take a point, that's ridiculous. Stop getting me out my zone. I like to talk when I fight. If you watch YouTube videos of me, you'll see I'm talking a little bit when I fight. Yo,
Beamon, that's called mind within the mind. They breaking you down, you know, without you being broken down. That's that mind within the mind. So you was already, before you even got in the ring, they was already working against you.
Yeah, they already was doing it.
But I'm gonna use your approach. D-Beamon, I'm gonna use your approach. You went to Mexico.
And that's why the last fight hurt so bad, because I said to myself, Dewayne, let's make a conscious effort of throwing body punches. Everybody know you throw body punches. So the fact is, every time I went to the body, this dude tried to complain like he was getting hit, though. That was just bull. And listen, if anybody think I'm doubting, just go look on my page. I put up the 4 times they took points from me, and y'all will see. none of those shots were low.
Right.
So
I'm with you, brother, but you did the smartest thing. When you're in a situation that you think you can't win, you got to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You got to get the fuck out of there, and you got out of there, and I'm proud that you did.
I'm not going to tell everybody what I paid, but I'm up out of there.
Yeah, you got up out of there. Now, yo, D-Beamon, we out of time. I got 2 questions for you before we hang up, because we out of time. Thank you for the terrific interview. I'm pretty sure my people enjoyed it. Your people are enjoying it. First things first, who's Dewayne Beamon's all-time greatest boxer or fighter, whatever you want to call it?
Oh, Dewayne Beamon.
No, beside you. You got to take yourself out of there. Who would it be beside Mr. Stop Running?
Oh, besides me, I would say Floyd Mayweather. I'll be honest. Floyd Mayweather's my favorite fighter.
Okay.
Next to him, I would say Terrence Crawford. And
give me a throwback then. Would Ray Robinson be somebody you like? Because my boy Humpty is saying that Ray Robinson is one of the best ever in it. Would he be one of your best?
No, hey, that's way before my time. But have I seen Sugar Ray fight? Yes, I've seen it, but I can't say he's my favorite that I ever watched or something. So I can't say he's the greatest for what I've seen.
Right,
the greatest
right.
for what I've seen is somebody that beat you in and out the ring. And Floyd was the best of that.
I'm starting to give Floyd a lot more love these days. Though I'm not a fan of him, never liked him. But when I see him boxing more and more, and to see that, it's so hard to go undefeated, man. No matter how he did it, he did it, man. He did it.
Somebody put Hagler up there, and I must say, I did enjoy watching Hagler too. He was another guy that would beat you before you got in the ring.
Okay. I'm a Sugar Ray Leonard fan. I always love me some Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, yeah. He's good.
I love Sugar Ray. I love everything about Sugar Ray Leonard, beside him messing with the nose candy. But on the ring, Ray Leonard, he brought joy when he did that stuff like that with punching it. I mean, he was fun to watch. If he had to knuckle up with you like he did with, Hagler, even though they're saying that Hagler won that fight. I love the fights against Tommy Hitman Hearns. I mean, Leonard could fight you tough or he could get pretty. I felt like he could adjust to any style, and that's why I was always a big Sugar Ray Leonard fan. I love Sugar Ray Leonard.
No doubt, man. That's why I said I'm with Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, and I feel you on that. I feel you. It just, to me, I've got to say, just Floyd, man. I really think Floyd.
Okay, listen. You're entitled. This is why I asked you the question. You ain't got to make us happy. I know a lot of people hate Floyd on my page. A lot of people don't like Floyd, including myself, but I'm not hating on him. I just think as a person, he could be a little better. But you know what? In the ring, the guy is a magician, man. And I watched a lot of his fights again, and I'm going to take you to the Hagler fight. Floyd already got you beat before he even swings, man. That guy's just so smart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
His corner's smart.
And that's what I said I'm missing. I need to go back to missing that. Because that's how it was. Before, if you look at weigh-ins and you look at stuff, you can already see, like, even when I was fighting guys with all these big records, they'll say, you can tell in their face that they lost.
Right.
But now I'm smiling. Now I'm talking to people and stuff. That gives people confidence. They really do. So that's what I said when I go off. I have to go back to that mode of, like, I don't care how y'all feel. I don't care how you take me or not. When you get in this ring, understand it's discretion coming.
Got you. So look at chat. We over like 5 minutes. Any last things you want to say to the people? Any information you like to give out? How to follow Dewayne Beamon? What to expect? I mean, the floor is yours. Do what you have to do, brother.
Just continue following me on Facebook right now. That's the only social media I got. I had Instagram, but I lost everybody, so I ain't doing all that again.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
right now, just follow me on Facebook, and I'll respond. Man. Write me anytime, and I respect you, and I respect everybody, and got nothing but love. But I gotta do something different. I'm about to change it up.
And I admire that. And everybody, this is Dewayne Beamon, a.k.a. Mr. Stop Running. Have your eyes and ears open for him because he's about to get on a train ride. 10 fights in the next 6-7 months. Unheard of boundaries. I mean, back in the days they were doing that, but they're not doing that right now. And he's about to show out. His favorite word is show out.
I'm going back to the old era, man, how they used to get down, man.
There you go. And all I can wish is the best for you. Thank you, brother, for coming on the show. You know you my boy. And whenever you get tickets, if I'm around, if it's somewhere close to me, I'm there. But if I got to go to another country, I think I might have to fall back and just watch it. So, yo, my brother, listen, thank you for tuning in.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to do this run, and that's it, man. After I do this run, that's it. I'm going, I'm coming back to the U.S., and I won't leave no more. After I do this run, that's it.
Just when you fight that biggest fight, dog, try to get that in Vegas so we can all watch that, all the Vegas cats, man. If you could, if it calls for it.
All of these fights that I'm even talking about going to be streamed, so y'all can be able to see it.
Okay, and whenever you can on my page, when you're gonna fight, just throw it out there, or I'll just share it. I want people to start knowing about Dewayne Beamon. The people that haven't known, this guy is coming, man. He is coming. He went through some shit in Mexico. Everybody's paying for that shit. Everybody gonna pay for that. And with that, yo, champ, stay good. We love you and stay strong, my brother.
Yes, in North Carolina, I miss y'all and I love y'all, and I'm repping y'all. Don't worry, I got you.
Facts, baby. Dewayne Beamon, Mr. Stop Running, y'all. And guys, listen, thank you guys for tuning in. Another great show. Unfortunately, I couldn't take other calls because you see how deep we were with it. You had a lot of time in the beginning of the show, I told y'all. But listen, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Catch y'all on Tuesday, 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern, the Alyork Sports Show. And with that, enjoy your weekend, and God bless everybody. Love, Alyork Sports.